Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be sharing a very important immigration US update, and I hope you all are doing well. In today's video we'll be talking about the visa waiver program of USA 2024 update. Big changes about to unveil. So if you dreamt of reshaping your life or traveling to the United States in 2024, in today's video, I'm going to unpack the significant changes to the visa waiver program announced by the US Department of State. So whether you've been planning to study here, work, simply visit the United States, this update might impact your travel plans, so stay tuned as we break down the details and provide insight into navigating the evolving landscape of visa waiver program. So let's get all the information. Please pay attention and watch the video to the end. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and push the notification bell for upcoming videos. So without any further delay, let's jump into the video of today. So the US immigration is undergoing significant transformation in 2024, particularly concerning the visa waiver program. And the US Department of State has unveiled substantial changes to the visa interview waiver policy, which is impacting individuals intending to study, work, or visit the United States. And in this very explorative program, I'm going to dive into the implications of all these changes and outline how this might affect prospective immigrants. So, from consultations with the Department of Homeland Security and the Secretary of State has deemed certain categories of interview waivers to be in the national interest scope of changes, the visa interview waiver policy adjustments specifically pertain to non-immigrant visas encompassing a wide array of categories such as B1 and B2 visas for business and tourism, F and M visas for students, and the various H visas for students and various visas for workers. While numerous non-immigrant categories exist, the policy applies universally unless explicitly stated otherwise, implemented by the seller officers. So the crux to these changes that lies in the empowerment of consular officers with authority and discretion to waive in-person interviews, and the discretion is exercised by visa officers is crucial in determining whether an applicant qualifies for a waiver based on the forthcoming guideline key takeaways. Essentially, these seller officers now have the prerogative to waive in-person interviews for applicants who meet specific criteria. However, it is important to note that they retain the option to request an in-person interview even if an applicant falls within the waiver category criteria. For waiver eligibility, let's dissect the fundamental criteria for eligibility applications and locate depending on your country of nationality or residence, or like if you have no previous visa refusals, you have been so if you have not been refused any visas in the past, you're eligible. But if you have been refused a visa in the past, then you cannot waive it. So these are potential ineligibilities that you need to know. So there are also certain categories that have been excluded outlined by the US government. And these criteria are beyond the three fundamental criteria, even though there are additional conditions that apply for H2 visa applicants. Eligibility is first in necessary if you meet the non-immigrant visa application criteria. So there are two additional criteria. One is possession of a US non-immigrant visa, except the AB visa, and if your last non-immigrant visa was current or has expired no more than 4 years since it was being issued. So these are some of the criteria that you should be looking for when applying, when trying to seek of no interview when it comes to the US visa. But note that as I already stated that they have the option of still calling you for an in-person visa, even if sorry, an in-person visa interview, even if you meet all these categories. And it is also important to acknowledge the dynamic nature of US immigration policies. So while the current policy is anticipated to endure until the end of 2024, the US government still retains the prerogative to modify it at any time, so stay abreast of the latest development following the green card, easy for timely updates and informed insights into the evolving landscape of the US immigration. So thank you so much for joining this insightful video. As you can see on the screen, this is a news right from the official website. You can do well to do further research and see if this you fall under this criteria or you fall under this category, because it's important to read as they are certain requirements to meet the waiving of an in-person interview. And always keep in mind, don't get upset if you meet the criteria and you're still being called in for an in-person interview, because it still remains to their discretion to decide who can come in for the visa interview and who can be waived. So guys, let's continue to do our research, and please always read detailedly and be sure that you meet this criteria, these categories before going to apply, so that you're not surprised. But in case you fall in the category that has to go in for in person, just be ready, be open minded, because the plan is for them to issue more visas this 2024. So there's a high probability that even if you go for an in person and you're well prepared, you're gonna get the visa approved. And I also offer one-on-one consultations. I've helped many people get their visa approved from different parts of the world. So if you want guidance, please reach out and I can guide you to ensure that you get your visa approved. Even though you need to keep in mind that once you go to the embassy, it's a 50% chance. And nobody should lie you that there's something like 100% guarantee. It's a 50% chance. People from Harvard can still get denied. So, guys, let's keep ourselves updated, abreast with all the latest information. And please check out my other videos, my shorts, my long videos, as there is a lot of packed info for you. I will leave the link to other videos that contain very relevant information in terms of traveling to the United States, Canada, Germany, scholarships, and just all the juicy information that will help you move from one country to another. In fact, I touch almost all countries from Finland, Netherlands, just name it. And if you have any comments in pertaining to this particular information, please don't hesitate to drop it below. We are all sharing information that we learned and received. If you have something more to add, I'll be very happy to see that, because it's a family that I hope we grow and learn together. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, so that the family can keep growing. And please share this information with others, so people that maybe were feeling reluctant to apply, this is the year for you to take that bold step, apply, and you just might get waived and submit all your documents if you're not someone who is comfortable having interviews. Till we see again in my next video, let's stay blessed, stay well, and see you guys in my next video. Bye bye for now.